And welcome to the T8 Dream League match between TFR and First. We're going to get underway. Just had a little bit of a burn round to get through right there. And now we are moving on to the first map of Devastation. Format is everybody plays both sides in a 3-map rotation. So we'll see 2 Devastation, then 2 Eros, and then 2 Rotterdam. And here we are on the bombed out city that is Devastation. And any second now, a whole bunch of stuff is going to fall. Just like that. So, we do have TFR in the magenta color over on the right. And representing Germany on the left, we have First. Going to be interesting to see what the breakouts look like. TFR is down 1, had some internet issues, but they will be quickly loading in, I'm sure. And away we go. It's going to be interesting to see what the breakouts look like from both of these teams. Wonder if it's going to be more of an even spread, or are they going to push one side hard or not. Looks like TFR is going for a more left side heavy push. They could split off on the inside, which they are doing. Looks like they're going for a more widespread. First hangs back and caps the point first to get C, but that puts them at the disadvantage running in. And there's Ganja going down quickly on the left-hand side. And First is going to try to get in there, and they are successfully wiping out TFR off of the point, and it is going to be First that is going to take the C and B point. Stro is in the... No, it's not. They almost had it. Stro is being pursued right now by Redtail. Redtail is going to get him, and that is going to cause it so that First is able to get this cap. But we got Elmo coming in on the side, using the Type 100, taking out Braha real quick right there. Pushing back in, taking down Big Cheesy. And some dynamite being thrown. Try to get some kills, but they're having a tough time pushing through on this left side so far. Redtail going for the long revive, and TFR is on the right side and has broken through. I'm not sure if First realizes this, but they are going to any second now as soon as that flag cap starts to go down. Quake, the only man back there for TFR at C. But there's a whole bunch of milling happening around at First, and it doesn't seem like First is reacting to Quake very quickly here. They are moving back, but NSK is on the flank. Let's see if he's able to see. Got the STG right here, and gets taken out by the 2 of First. So it's going to be Chunky Yid and Deadone coming in to the C point to try to recap it. It's a 2v2 situation right now. No, 2v1. One runs off for TFR. Don't think they know that there is people up on the balcony. Now they do, because they are getting shot at. And Stro able to take down the First on that point. Quake is looking for this other one, but I don't think he sees him as of yet, and that's weird. So First still has one person on the point, but there they go, and TFR is able to hold on to that point. Let's see what's happening on the other side of the map right now. This AC hold, Ganja and Chunky on the flank, gonna try to come into A right now. Ganja rocking the Thompson with aperture sight, one of my favorites for the medic class. Gets taken out quickly by Elmo, and Chunky is gonna come in and try and get him, but Elmo is still there, and he gets taken out. So TFR are able to hold on to the 2 points, and it looks like they were trying to push in on B a little bit, but not able to. Quake and Walk are back on the C point and able to hold on to it. But First is going to try to make a push back in on C. Let's see if we get in here on Ganja. They got to know that there's people up top now and expect that. But there is Quake up there chucking down dynamite, making it mighty tough for Ganja to get in there at all. And he is taken down by Stro using the EMP. That's a bit of a sleeper weapon. Not a whole lot of people using it in comp, but it is becoming in more favor now. And hello, Julio, and thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And it is First that's able to take out the rest of TFR on the C point. So they're in the BC hold, but they got to clear it out. Walk the last one on there. And doesn't seem like they know where he was, but Mob's taking out Quake from above. Walk is able to get him, but he's getting pushed by 3 people right now. And he's able to take out 1, but not, and 2, but not all 3. First is going to be able to take that retake, and now they are going to have to push everybody from A, but they have already started to make the push from Alpha back into Bravo. Doing a nice even spread on the inside right here. Get in here and see what's going on in the middle for a quick revive right here. And a whole lot of smoke being used in the center of the church to make sure vision is occluded. TFR is trying to push in, but First is pushing themselves up the objective real far. And now TFR was, I believe... Oh, nope, there are a couple TFR on the right-hand side, but they're going to be quickly identified. And one gets taken down. Stro, the last in the position right there, and gets taken out. So TFR are having a tough time making the retake attempt from First, pushing into the B point. First is all lined up on the right side. They must know that there is a heavy push coming from that side, because there they come. Full squad coming in right there. Braha able to take down Quake using the KE7. First is holding well on the left-hand side. They might want to get somebody on the flank. Stro is out on the left. Don't know if he's going to try and cut back in or go to C. Looks like he's going to C. And Redtail takes out Quake, but Stro does make it through. And I don't think they know that no, they definitely do not know that Stro has made it through, because they have not responded to that. And again, TFR is pushing for the AC hold, which is a good idea in this case, because First is just been able to hold the inside of the B point. NSK is in the corner, taking out people left and right that are going for revives. Mobs on the right-hand side trying to hold it off from this advancing TFR 2-man squad. Danimal trying to push up, but has to retreat because Ganja and Mob have the advantage, definitely. And I don't think First still has any idea that they do not have their back cap, and that is going to hurt them unless they start reacting, because they are up by tickets, but those tickets bleed out very quickly. And if they're not careful, they could overcommit themselves to B and get the triple cap from TFR, but First is doing a good job of holding them. Let's see what Walk is doing right here. He is in there with the STG with the iron sights on it, and he gets quickly taken out by Braha with the KE7. That thing is devastating up front with its high fire rate, especially if you have the high fire rate specialization on it. And TFR is trying to make a push on the right-hand side, taking 2 out, 2v4 now. And Redtail taking down NSK. And First is just doing a superb job of seeing where they're coming from, but they have yet to send anybody. Nope, they have sent a 2-man squad. Chunky is coming up. Probably going to try to get the revive off, but he is getting flanked and does get flanked, and Quake is able to get the double kill right there real quick. So TFR able to hold on. They First does have one person waiting for people to spawn in on him, hearing the First or the TFR on the opposite side of the sandbags. TFR almost able to get into B. I saw that flag ticking down a little bit, so there seems to be some action happening there, but this is where it's all happening right now. TFR Elmo Jerked is taken down by Dead from the top. Dead is being shot at from down low, and now First is gaining back control of the point, but Stro and Quake are on the backside as well as Walk. So now it's a 2v4 situation. Quake pushing in, taking out Dead, but Chunky. Dead taking out Quake, and then the push is slowed down considerably, and First is able to defend with only TFR Elmo being there as the lone man is going to wait for people to spawn in and try and get that 4-man push going. Ganja up in the top hand part, taking long distance shots at Quake, and he is able to take him down at distance, which is not the easiest thing to do anymore since the 5.2.2 patch, technically, I guess. But it was just real tough. Oh, thank you very much, Julio, for the donation. Much appreciated, good sir. And First is still able to hold on, and Elmo coming up in the top side, and I'm not sure that they definitely don't know that First is on the underside pushing in. A little hesitant, as it is tough to know where people are at in the objective point, and they get taken down by some good crossfire on the right hand side. Mobs going after Elmo. Elmo is on the head glitch, but whips out the Model 27 and does not able to connect for a quick kill. So I guess the plan was Charlie, but now they decide instead of going for Charlie, they're going to go and double back on Bravo, try to get some people killed in the back. Quake is in, but gets taken down by Braha real quick right there with the KE7 again. So First reacting very quickly to the push of TFR from behind, and now TFR is kind of sandwiching them all together. This is going to be a bloodbath. Danimal rocking the ZK right now, taken out, and First is just in there and wiping out TFR left and right with only 2 people, Freeman and Ghost, the last on the point. They are going to need to try and stay alive to get some spawns. It looks like that was a wipe. Ghost the last one, but some spawns get put in there, and Now, NSK taking out Holly with the bar, but they are not able to maintain that squad in the corner there, as First surrounded and eliminated them. But we do have Quake heading on to Charlie. They're going to need to get there quick. I don't think he's going to be able to start the bleed quick enough for this one to go their way. And it just seems like First has been able to outgun them at this point and running together and getting those revives. They're doing a very good job of that. And there it is. First taking the first round of funny devastation, 66-0. We have Braha rocking the KE7 going 24-2. That is an amazing score. Then Dead-On as the second, Stro and Walk the top for TFR. Now we are going to go to the other side of devastation and switch sides. And sorry for the echo there. So yeah, swap sides and do it all over again. Let's see if their breakouts are a little different. So now it's going to be First in magenta, TFR in the blue. I find that this match is pretty evenly spread and pretty fair from both sides. Not a whole lot of unevenness. It's not like it's Rotterdam with the secondary spawn for the Germans. So it is going to be interesting to see how TFR adapts, and if First just keeps running with the same game plan that they had before. And I'm sorry if you hear a little yippy dog in the background. That is Benji. He likes to talk. But enough about that. Hopefully he'll be quiet. Maybe go give him some treats or something. So here we go. First coming out, and they are going to push one squad through the objective and another squad off of the objective. TFR pushing everybody through. That way they do not have to let up at all. Going to be interesting to see who makes it into the point first. And some smokes being popped on the left-hand side, and First is more running as a unit, whereas TFR has more of a spread going on. Let's see what all this smoking and everything, and First has majority on the point first, but they are getting taken off of it. But Fake Holly taking out Stro, but First is able to capture B first. I gotta come up with a better way to say first, because, you know, it's getting annoying, I'm sure. So, First is in there, but they are being pushed off from there. Quake getting some spawns from Stro and Walk. D.R.E.A.M pushing in there. Full squad of First. Quake trying to go for the leak, I believe. Not able to do it, but they are in control. But here comes First, pushing both sides, left and right. D.R.E.A.M getting two with the ZK on the left-hand side. But everybody except for D.R.E.A.M is gone off of the point. He is waiting in the corner, trying to get some spawns probably, and waiting for some of his other teammates to push in with him. Taking shots at somebody in the middle, gets a squad kill assist. He does get a whole bunch of spawns. So this is good advantage to TFR if they're able to confuse First as to where they are coming from. And it looks like I don't know if Danimal is gonna go for the flank or he is gonna pop right back in and try to get into Bravo, and is unsuccessful. Ganja is on the right hand side holding with the Thompson. Got Chucky right there with the 3x STG, and First just in dominant positions, being able to look down in the left hand, right hand side of the objective. Ghost on the flank, doesn't see the guy, I believe, on the right hand side, and is taken out by Braha quickly with, again, that KE7. However, TFR seems to have been able to push in the left hand side and squad wipe the guys on the left, so it's going to be a fight to whoever takes this out, left or right side. And Ganja taken down quickly by Chunky, or Elmo, my mistake. And First able to push back in and not allow TFR to get the cap. And First pushes them off, and I think, yep, there goes Quake on the flank to try to get around, but he was getting shot at, so he knows that people know he's coming. And he has a whole bunch of people that are following him from First right now. Mobs taking out Stro, and Mob's going to be coming in using the iron sights. Not my favorite sights for the Bren gun by any means, but TFR running off the objective to get the spawn so that they can get that cap. And it looks like they almost had a triple cap happening, but First, not letting go of that B point, is able to hold on to it. But again, they are in the AC hold from TFR. They have 3 TFR to deal with down here at Alpha, and Elmo just absolutely lasering Mobs that was laying down in the back with the Sturmgewehr with the red dot sight, chucking some dynamite. Don't think he knows that the guy's actually on the right hand side, but there's another guy on the flank gonna shoot him right in the back. First is pushing in. Ganja is in the little hidey hole trying to stay alive, and I don't know if he is actually able to get out of that location or not. I've been in there a couple of times, and I don't think I've ever been able to find it out, but there, oh, never mind. He is able to, and they wiped. No, they did not. Elmo being able to get the spawn off on the side, waiting for spawns from his teammates to be able to push back into Alpha with force. And in comes the bombing run. Ganja taken out by jerked Elmo. Elmo jerked me. And the TFR still trying to push back into the Alpha point. And it looks like TFR had the Alpha point, or the Bravo point, in their favor there for a second, but it looks like they have been taken out. But there is a big old firefight happening there. Ganja gets a spawn off, and the only person left, nope, there are now 3 TFR that are coming in and pushing versus 2 of the First. And First is able to start to recapture Bravo, but TFR comes in force, and there's a 3-man. It's 3 versus 2, and TFR gets wiped from Alpha, but they are able to do the wiping on Bravo for the Bravo point. Big Cheese taking down NSK of TFR with that Thompson, aiming up at the heavens there, and is gonna go for the person on the right. Doesn't know that the person on the left is shooting at him. And Ghost able to take down Red Tail Ghost. Ghost on Ghost action here, ladies and gentlemen. NSK is down, and it is a giant firefight on the main point. And TFR does push back in first pushes back into superior numbers, but isn't not getting a whole lot of confirmed kills as people are being revived. Fake Holly getting taken down by the EMP of Stro, and TFR is able to hold the Bravo position, but first is quickly coming back in. Quake gonna try to do some nifty maneuvers, taking out Ganja with that headshot, taking him down real quick. But TFR is back on Alpha, going for the triple cap, and this could be this is gonna hurt if they're able to lock this triple cap in, which it looks like they're not going to be able to. D.R.E.A.M the only one on Alpha, but Quake is on the flank waiting for some spawns to push back into the Alpha objective. And yes, I know I get the teams mixed up all the time. It happens. It's part of the humor that is the Cup of Joe commentary for T8 Squad Conquest, or any of the matches that I might be casting. And TFR is able to get back onto Alpha because Quake smartly held off of the point and waited for First to push, and now First is gonna have to push, but they are able to get some spawns off onto Alpha. Ganja jumping in, taking out Stro with a flying Dutchman maneuver right there. And now Alpha Charlie going the way of First. So they quickly reacted to that triple cap and were able to start the bleeds back in their favor, leaving Bravo and committing both to Alpha and Charlie. Ganja being pushed by NSK. NSK being able to take out Ganja with quick headshots. Quake up on the top of the subway line, railway line, whatever you want to call it. I guess they didn't really have subways back then. They had them. Yeah, they did. But he is quickly taken out by Chunky. A Thompson versus an STG at that range is a match you're going to lose 99% of the time. NSK able to tank out Chunky and start the cap in their favor. So it looks like TFR is going to get the Alpha Bravo, but in comes the Cavalry for First from their spawn. And First is in good control of Charlie, and they just need to push back into Alpha. But they are trading people left and right at Alpha. Not having anybody on the point is really costing them. Quake, the last one, is gonna get pushed and takes out Ganja from the side as Ganja tried to go up and over, but Mobs is the last one alive on that point, and it's taken out, and that is it for the push at A for First. They're going to have to push all the way from Charlie into Bravo, and it looks like TFR might be able to get another triple cap going the opposite way as they are back on Charlie, trying to take out First squad that is down in the bottom there, but Braha using that KE7 and being able to use it to good effect. So the squad at C, TFR is wiped off, and now First is going to need to get some people moving, and I guess some people were hanging around Bravo because now there are numbers for First on the point, and Elmo getting taken down by Deadon was on a triple team, but now TFR has pushed into Charlie, only leaving one, however, at B for First. Braha pushing back in with the KE7 with the 3x scope on it, and they're going to be able to get this point back because TFR did not leave anybody really on that point, but NSK is coming in on the side, pushing through smoke, using Thompson with the red dot sight, and wasn't ready for that engagement that he had right there. Getting pushed and able to take down two. Fake and Big not able to get in there. Braha, however, is able to back off and hopefully can get some spawns, but he is getting surrounded quickly. But does take Danimal down, but is he able to take, with a quick turn, is able to take down Ghost with the quick headshots. Like I said, that thing is devastating up front if you're able to hit all of your shots. And now First pushes back into Bravo, but doing so has relinquished Alpha to TFR. Ganja, however, is pushing back into Alpha with his squad surrounding it. Not all pushing in a line, which is a good thing to do. Elmo getting taken down, Chunky getting taken down, Ganja getting revived. He just needs to find the other TFR that's on Alpha, and they do. Quake is taken down by bayonet charge by mobs. So First is in control of Bravo, but might be losing it, and they are in good control of Alpha. Walk and Stro are on the outside of it, however. Using that STG, at 1.5 magnification on the SCG iron sights is enough to be able to get some good long-range kills, but First is dug in there tight like a tick, and Quake is on the flank coming in, getting shot at, and Mob's trying to do the bayonet charge again, is unable to do it this time. It's a 2v2 situation at Alpha now, and they are pushing around, and Stro able to take out Deadone. Didn't hear him milling around in that smoke, so now Mobs and Tribe, or Chunky, are revived off of Alpha point, and they have pushed back in, but TFR is trying everything to push back into Alpha, which they have pushed them off of Alpha. They need to get on that point before they are able to spawn on it. They're going to get some spawns off on Alpha, and First is holding on to Bravo. This is going to come down to the wire. This is not going to be so one-sided as it was last time. Deadone is firing in. Quake is on top, trying to take out some people from above like Ganja did. Not quite successful. And they are able to wipe TFR off of the A point, and they just need to hold Alpha Bravo, get their revives, and if they're able to do that, they are going to be successfully able to take down both sides of Devastation. Braha in there again with his K7 on the right-hand side, taking down Freeman in the center of the church. And this one was quite back and forth for First and TFR all the way, but it is going to be First taking this down. And now we move on to Eros with the tank. Now the tank can turn the tides in one's favor if they have a dominant tanker. But I do not really know who TFR or First's tanker is as of this point. So the rotation coming up is going to be 2 more Eros and then 2 Rotterdam. And TFR has lost one person. I know somebody was having internet issues on their team. Not sure exactly who it was. And they are both back up to 8. Whoever it was able to get back in, and it's Ghost in the tank for TFR, and it's Mobs in the tank for for First. Wow, this is tough talking today. So tank battle going to be happening on the left-hand side. Both teams pushing heavy left. However, Ghost Kill is only supported by NSK as the repper, and Mobs is supported by a full squad -1. But Quake is on the flank, and we will see if he is able to sneak in and get to Alpha, which will make the tank turn hopefully for them. But this is just going to be a rep off at this point, and Quake does get the repper from the side. That is a classic move that First should have been aware of and needs to be ready for. Mob is in trouble, going to be trying to use the smoke to his advantage, getting his repper back, popping out the top. But he isn't at a very big disadvantage now because Ghost is at the resupply. And Quake is firing down at the repper once again for First. But First is able to keep him alive by keeping him on the side there. And let me get out the window, you stupid game. Or it's not going to let me out the window at all. Alright, there we go. Much better. And Ghost is getting pushed by Mobs, and this is just going to be whoever had the higher health. It looks like NSK is able to out-rep for Ghost, and now TFR is in a triple cap situation, but First is trying to push up, and this is a bad position for First because it looks like they are going to be getting wiped off the B point, and TFR's tank is just going to be able to lay down lead from the far side of the wheat field until the tanker of First is able to come back in. Quake and NSK on the outside. Ghost just firing shell after shell into Alpha Point, and Quake is in there laying down and takes out Dead-Own close range, but First is going to get Alpha Point as they are able to wipe TFR, but that tank is just going to be annoying to them until they are able to take it out. TFR in the BC hold pretty dominantly, spreading the field, making sure that nobody can really get through, and until First is able to get their tank back in, this is going to be tough for them to push anywhere because they just have field of fire coming in from all directions. Danimal using some cover right here, being pursued, and the tanker of First is being pushed on the side by Braha, who is using some cover himself in the trees. And Quake is able to take... I'm sorry, it wasn't Quake that was shooting there, but Redtail is getting pushed on both sides. Walk taken out Redtail, but Redtail took out Quake right before. First tank is back to tank battle, and now Dead-On is the repper as NSK is, and Chunky is snaking his way through the field, trying to get close to this point for... Trying to get close to the resupply. Ganja on the backside of the resupply, smoking it, and now Chunky is going in for the dynamite, but does not, and gets taken out quickly. Ganja, though, quickly decides that he needs to make a move and is running the creek to Charlie, because TFR is now back in another triple cap situation, as First is unable to hold on to their A point because of that tank. Like I said at the beginning, if you have a good tanker and they know what they're doing, they're going to be able to hold down the entire map and just provide support for the entire infantry on the ground. First, trying to make it in on Bravo, and some dynamite being thrown over the top of the carriage truck there. But now the tank has realized that Charlie has been taken and they are being pushed. First is trying to get away from Quake, not able to do so. Ganja, the last one on Charlie, and is able to quickly push back in, and they have both people on top right now. Quake must hear them up top and is gonna try to get them off of the roof. If I had dynamite, I would just blow the roof, because that is the majority of where people are hiding, and he tries to go for the flank and the jump and is unsuccessful. TFR getting pushed off of Alpha, but there is a little bit of a battle, but he gets pushed. Stick gets pushed by Holly and gets taken out. Now the tank is backing off of Charlie Point as his infantry support is completely gone now, and First has a great opportunity. If Ghost does not notice mobs coming in, he's going to be able to hit him right in the engine. And if he's able to do that, it's a quick couple of shots and he is down. And there is one. He has hit him in the engine. He is smoking. However, NSK is in there on the rep position, but Quake is on the side. He's going to come in and throw some dynamite and get some hits on him. But he gets taken out as First decides to just completely surround their tank. Quake getting taken down as well on the flank, but now it's First in control of Alpha Bravo, and TFR needs to push out, and again it becomes a battle of the reppers and who angles themselves better for those glancing blows, or if they even hit each other, because First tank is not connecting with these shells. There it goes. But it is just a big battle right now, and now it's First coming back in for the triple cap, but TFR says that's not going to happen on my watch. But the tank does go down at Charlie, but TFR has been able to push back in at Bravo, and now there is nobody up there for First. Going to be interesting to see what TFR decides to go for. Alpha Charlie, most likely Charlie, as they do have NSK coming in on the backside and taking shots at Chunky from the backside of the hedges, is able to take him down and pushes in, and TFR is going to be able to take that point uncontested. Don't know why they didn't put up more of a fight there, but First is pushing heavy back into Bravo. Some smoke's being used, and Elmo trying to get around them and able to take down Red Tail and Chunky. He's throwing some dynamite out, but he gets overwhelmed, and now First is on Bravo, but TFR reacting to that hard push is back on Alpha. Braha getting shot at from above, taking down Quake, and now Stro going for the long revive. Braha is going to be facing Stro with the 1907, not able to do that. Alpha is going to be going in the way of TFR, and now Danimal trying to push through some of the smoke, and he is able to get some dynamite on him, and Ghost takes down the tank of First, but First, now reacting to the Alpha take, has gone back and taken Charlie back themselves. Lots of different rotation happening right now. Full squad going to Alpha, or Charlie, my mistake, and Bravo now. Walk holding at the big tree, waiting for some support from his people, being pushed by Biggie Cheese. Biggie Cheese taking him down, and now it is First going back and getting the triple cap, but OG Stick, the last one on the point near Charlie. And now TFR has had role reversal again, where First is going to get a triple cap, and every second that they are able to hold that is valuable tickets that TFR is going to be able to take. But Fake Holly taking down Stro, gets the spawn off. Quake taking down Fake. Red Tail coming up from behind. Don't know if he knows exactly where the revive happened, and no, definitely does not push. Now it's a 4v1 at Bravo. 4v2, they are going to get taken down by Quake, I bet, quickly, and they are. So now Alpha is held by First. Charlie being taken back by TFR because the tank was able to push in. However, Holly's on the flank, using smoke to get back in there. Braha taking down Stick from behind. Holly getting shot at from the tank and from behind by NSK in hot pursuit. First is trying to take this one back. They cannot lose any more tickets, really, if they want to have a chance of coming back. But here comes Ganja in the tank with Deadone as the repper. But Ghost is out there by himself. Stick is able to take out Red Tail that was coming in to try to get Ghost, but Charlie being held again by First. Charlie falling to TFR right now. It's a 2v2 situation, and Braha is the last one on there. And now First is going to be able to hold on to Charlie, but they are switching at Alpha, and the tank pushed all the way up to Bravo, so it's a Bravo Charlie hold for First right now, and TFR is on Alpha in numbers, but here comes that tank, going to be raining down fire from above. Ganja going headlong, pushing in, knows he needs that triple cap, is pushing aggressively. Quake, and is gonna come around and try to push in there, and he just goes right in. Elmo and Stro. Elmo, the only assault that can really hurt Ganja on the point as of right now, is the last one for TFR. He needs to retreat and try to go for a revive, or needs to go and get some spawns, which it looks like he is gonna do. But this one is coming down to the wire. TFR is able to take Bravo back, but they are going to need to maintain numbers on Alpha and hold Charlie as well, because TFR's tank has come back in. Braha on the point, taking down Danimal with that KE7. and they need to get a spawn or two off on him, as it's going to be really tough to go 4v1, and he is in there, but is taken out by NSK. So now it is TFR in control of Bravo Charlie, but Ganja pushing into Bravo, but he pushed in too quick and gets dynamite, and that is it for that one. Is taken down by a TFR by 25 points. That was a whole lot of left, right, back, and center action happening there. And not exactly sure, Julio, but on that map, the tank action is where it's at usually. So TFR did have them in the vice grip from early on with the triple cap early on, but good job by TFR, or my mistake, good job by First pushing back in. And since it's a little foggy, I'm going to take the weather off, and that is very untrue, Jake. That is very untrue. And sorry about that music interruption right there. That was one of my videos that I downloaded from Twitch to make a montage from, coming in and giving you a little bit of Avenged Sevenfold for about 2.2 seconds. And now here's the nice sunny Eros landscape, and we are getting going, and it is Ghost Killer back in the tank, I believe, because he has not spawned in yet. Yes, he has, and full squad at Charlie for first, with Ganja's squad as the tank pushing in. Got a 2-2 split again, and looks like the giant tank battle is going to be happening over by the resupply point again. Quake taking a little bit more of a head-on approach to taking out Ganja, not going as far on the right-hand side to take out his reppers, because they decide to go double repper for Ganja, and that's going to make it real tough for them to take him out unless they're able to get on that flank. And excuse me, TFR has been wiped off of Bravo, walked the last one around there, and in comes Quake trying to go for the Panzerfaust shots, trying to get in there to take out Ganja on the side, but with double reppers, it is going to be very hard for them to be able to put enough DPS on that tank. Now Quake jousting, and Ghost taken out, and all of the reppers are taken out, and Quake is pushing in, and Ganja goes down. Quake able to push in, get some dynamite, and Ghost able to push in and take him down. And with that, TFR pushes into Charlie. However, full squad of first is coming in. Quake, however, up on the top there, looking down from above. Great vantage point up there. First needs to get in there real quick and wipe them off. Quake firing into the smoke, seeing where the guy's body was, and getting him through smoke, dead on, last on the point, and now it is TFR with the quick triple cap the other way. So first is gonna need to push out, and they are already trying to here at the back point of Bravo. Impact nade flying in and not doing a whole lot of damage to anybody there. First is caught up in the wheat field and is trying to make their push, but they are getting surrounded and getting absolutely annihilated. OG getting taken down by Braha, and Stro is able to push and make Braha not be able to look at the right direction at the right time. However, First has pushed back into Charlie as the tank for TFR has pushed off of the point. But that triple cap definitely hurt a lot. First is pushing out as a 2 assault, 2 medic. D.R.E.A.M waiting for them, can hear them coming, taking out Ganja from the side, from behind, and now is able to get the other one there, and now there's only one First, D.R.E.A.M, and I don't think he knows exactly where D.R.E.A.M is, and he is getting shot at from the side by the tank, and now Quake is on the height advantage, and now D.R.E.A.M using that cover in that little tiny little bit of rut right there, but he is not able to get out of there. So First is in a little bit of a hole right here. Ganja pushing the B objective without a medic, however, or without a repper, however. TFR does not have anybody except for Walk up there that can actually do anything to him, and all he's really got is those AP pistols, which I think they, for some reason, do more damage now. And First commits almost the entire team to Bravo. I think they actually did commit the entire team, and now Ganja going backside to Alpha. Ghost is unaware of where the tank is at, I believe. And if Ganja is able to get around, and luckily Ghost turns toward where he think he might be coming from, I believe, because otherwise Ganja could get those tank engine shots in the back and take him down quickly. And Ganja is taking shots, but NSK is there for the rep. So Ganja taking long shots at Ghost. Double repper versus single repper. I just think this is a DPS battle that nobody wins at this point. Chunky is the last one that is going to head to Alpha, but Quake is in pursuit. But I don't think he realizes that he is actually on that point. Ganja pushing up now to Alpha to start the cap. Quake, however, on the flank. Let's see where he goes, if he pushes right in or if he goes up and around. He goes straight in with D.R.E.A.M on the backside. They're going to be able to get a lot of people onto Ganja. Ganja now smushing Quake, and now there is nobody at Alpha that can even touch Ganja except for the tank that is pushing up to try to take him out, and TFR gets pushed into Alpha to start the cap once again. And First is in good control of that. They really need to either push the objective to Charlie or get into Alpha, and Ganja gets taken out by Ghost. Not sure exactly how that happened with those double reppers, but I assume somebody came in and took him out from the side, and now First is wiped from Alpha. Now they have to decide where they want to push. Ghost is on the far right-hand side of Bravo and is taking shots at Walk, getting that long-distance headshot on Walk. That was a heck of a shot. But with TFR having their tank and First is back to no tank, This is going to be a rough one for first to be able to push out and get onto any objective, which it looks like they're going to try to get to Charlie. They're trying to get the respawn off on Ganja, getting shot at, does get the respawn, but gets quickly taken out by Quake, and Quake is firing at Ganja, and it is Stro coming in support to take him out. Now first is pushing from Bravo back to Charlie. Just 3, it looks like now. Walk is in the middle of the wheat field and is using the Bren 3 times and is going to be able to see everybody from TFR, or from first, pushing that side and is able to take him out. But here comes Ganja back in the tank, and Ghost taking shots at him already, and takes out, that was smart, taking out his repper first. Quake on the side of Ganja, but has to retreat as Ganja knew he was there, and this is not a good position for Ganja to be in because he's showing SN to Ghost. If Ghost is able to come up and see that, he's going to quickly go down, or Quake can get behind him and do the same thing. Quake is up above with the dynamite, trying to get in there, but gets taken down by Ganja using the debris to his advantage. First is back in control of Bravo Charlie, and TFR is going to need to push back in and take the tank out again. And Ghost and Ganja are going to be dueling here. Ganja doing the little peekaboo move back and forth, and has the double repper as well, but Quake is coming in from the side with Elmo in support, probably going to smoke and run. Quake is lost without a medic right now in the bottom, waiting for Elmo probably to go for the revive. However, Quake is going on the flank through the creek area, trying to get up and over. He does get up and over and gets some dynamite on him, and this is going to be a close one as Quake quickly taken out by Ganja, and Stro as a medic has no defense, and now it is Alpha Bravo, or Charlie Bravo, hold for first. And TFR, seeing that has happened, pushes back in with numbers to Bravo. First trying to come up from behind and take some shots. Braha back on the point. Braha now using the Lewis, put away the KE7 in favor of the higher mag capacity, I assume, because this is not a close-in map. You do not need that fast fire rate. Pushing in, and everybody is caught lost in the smoke, but Braha, being surrounded, does not have the advantage there by any means. And it looked like Ganja was taken out, obviously, by somebody in the tank or on foot, because he is back as a foot soldier now. And Ghost is in support with NSK. Ganja running right into the gun of Quake, but Quake getting traded for by D.R.E.A.M. And now Ghost and NSK pushing up to the objective. Chunky trying that crawl tactics once again. Don't know if this is really going to work. But there goes he should realize that somebody's there if that thing just got built, but does not, and quickly gets taken out. Mobs is the last one in support of first at the tank area, and now first has wiped off TFR from Bravo, so now it's a Bravo Charlie hold, but they're going to need to not get pushed and get all of their revives off, and Quake able to take out Chunky and Mobs that were just laying there. That is very surprising, and nobody as a medic is even close to them, so there's 2 tickets down, and looks like this one is going to go the way of TFR as Ganja is back in the tank. And he is getting shot at from all angles. Quake trying to maneuver and do some shucking and jiving around so that he does not get taken out by Ganja. Ganja is being supported by his team, and they're still holding on to that one ticket. They do have everybody alive currently, so as long as they hold this and do not lose a single ticket, they could bring this one back. That is a mighty tall order, but it has happened in the past. TFR's push to Bravo was not to happen, and now Ganja taking shots at Ghost. Ghost smokes, getting out of there, going back to the resupply point, gonna get full heals and ammo, which is gonna put him at a huge advantage to Ganja, who is quickly running out of ammo. Now a full squad of TFR is pushing the tank. Danimal getting taken out by Chunky on the side. OG pushing Chunky, able to take him out as the medic. Ganja taking shots at him, taking out OG Stick, and he goes flying. Now Ghost decides, you know what, I'm just gonna push and we'll see what happens, because it really depends upon who is able to out DPS, and Ghost is no longer having a repper, so that puts them at a significant disadvantage. But Charlie has started to fall to them, and there goes the last ticket, and it is TFR taking Eros, and they take the map. It is now tied up one map apiece, and Ganja and First was able to take down both sides of Devastation, and now TFR are able to take down both sides of Eros. Next up, we have, coming up, the ever-lovely Rotterdam.
Watch that soldier. Schussgefahr! Vorsicht! Retreat, you pal. Trouble at this. Take it! First aid!
And I just completely forgot that my mic was muted that entire time. My mistake, folks. My mistake. But as you can see, this has been a back and forth battle between First and TFR. And now the First is going to get the triple cap. And now this could be very, very bad for TFR, as they do not have... Oh, they do have a couple of people off of Bravo Point and are going to try to push back in. But if they get wiped and do not have anybody else on the sides, they might get... they're going to get Charlie back, however, so that is good. But First is in good control of Alpha Bravo, and I don't think they realize that NSK has slipped through like a sneaky little snake and gotten NSK on the flank going back to Alpha. D.R.E.A.M, I think, does realize it, but is going to be facing a couple people at distance and does not have good cover over here and is trying to push in by himself. Got mobs on the flank, but he's going to have a tough time taking on 4v2 right now. and is not able to. D.R.E.A.M taking him down. Mobs also gets taken down, and now it's going to be TFR in control of Alpha Bravo. But Ganja has a flank of his own going on to Charlie. Looks like TFR overcommitted a little bit, but they are going to be able to get back into Bravo and take that point. And now it's going to be a Bravo Alpha hold for TFR. So first is trying to push back into B currently. However, the majority of the TFR people are there ready to face this onslaught. D.R.E.A.M, the only one back holding the Alpha point, making sure that first is not able to push Alpha and get a triple cap, because that's really what they need now to be able to get back in there and take the point. And Dynamite going off, and Braha going for the revives, not realizing that Dynamite was just thrown right on him. So TFR has been able to push first off of most of the objectives and is going to win this one, as no one is even close to Alpha or Bravo right now. So the first round of this is going to be going TFR's way. And I guess it's going to be another one, because I do believe that this is a points system rather than a outright wins system. So we are going to be going from the other side of Rotterdam. And now TFR is actually going to have the more consequential spawn in on this one. So let's get this weather off once again. Thank God this is actually a feature, so that I do not have to deal with it and everybody else can see the lovely town of Rotterdam. Well, it's more of a city, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely a city. But enough of that shenanigan chit-chat, and here we go. TFR using the secondary spawn that I was talking about right down there, which is a huge advantage in my eyes, because you get a much better spread right and left if you're able to do that, and you can just completely wall off Bravo from any advance. However, not sure I agree with the swimming tactic that was taken by the three TFRs. However, they do get into their positions quickly and are able to take Elmo taking out Braha from the head glitch. That was some good gunfighting right there, and now it's TFR that is in control of the Bravo point for them, but first has a contingency of a full squad on the right hand side, which is now going to be pushing in. However, they get stalled on the left-hand side by Elmo. Ganja taken down from distance. And first, however, now taking over Bravo point, pushing in. Elmo, the last one on the right-hand side. Walk is now over there, but TFR now is pushing in on both sides and going to try for this retake on Bravo. Ganja being taken down by NSK. And First, however, is still able to maintain majority on the point, and they are just able to pretty much squad wipe, except for two. D.R.E.A.M and Ghost are on the backsides for this gun battle. Fake Holly pushing up onto D.R.E.A.M. D.R.E.A.M will get taken out by each other on both sides. However, it is NSK. Oh, my mistake. Wrong side. It is Quake going on that flank that he so loves to get the Alpha Charlie hold, as attacking into Bravo was unsuccessful for them. Fake pushing into the smoke, getting taken out. TFR, realizing that they're coming, decides to just spray through smoke and gets them. Red Tail is on the flank, trying to make it into Charlie, while a squad of TFR is pushing back into Bravo. Lots of smokes coming out for First, trying to push the objective. Charlie on the backside, getting in there with no TFRs. They were up in the alley on the point, and now one is up above. That is not a good place to lay down unless you're able to take them out quickly. And Walk getting taken out by First. Fake Holly. And Fake is on the reload, needs to pull out that pistol, but is able to take out Quake with the hatchet. And now First is in control of Charlie.
Objectives are ours! Buggers are nearly broken!
But it is TFR with the Alpha Bravo hold right now, and First is trying to push back in to Bravo right now. And there was only one person left of that squad for First on the side of Bravo, and they get wiped. So now First is in a bit of a pickle position here, because all they really have is spawns off of each other, as well as spawns from their spawn and Charlie to push in. They're going to need to reset and go again with smokes and push in together as a unit. Otherwise, they are gonna have some difficulty pushing through this TFR wall that has been created at Bravo. TFR has a very good spread. D.R.E.A.M pushing the objective up, hanging out inside of the trolley car, pushing around, taking out mobs from behind, and is able to take out, gets a triple. And the last person for First that was in there is taken down. Oh, come on, let me out. There we go. So TFR in good control of this map, having a very good spread. Got 3 on the left, 2 in the middle, 2 on the right, and 1 is down. That was on the right, so doing a 3-2-3. It's a very common hold for them, but they have pushed all the way up. They don't even want First to even be able to get close to the objective at this point. So First is committing to a heavy push on the right-hand side, and if D.R.E.A.M gets the word, I bet you he is going to push to Charlie, which it looks like he is getting the word to make a break for it, as First has committed a full big push to the left and now has, I believe, 6 that are going to try to push into Bravo, but TFR is on the flank pushing around behind them and is going to get to Charlie before First is even able to get into Bravo. But First has pushed all the way through to Alpha, so now it is going to be a reversal. Walk is the last, or there's another on the side, but Walk taking himself out with dynamite. That was not great. Quake up on the top of this truck and lights himself on fire for a moment there, getting pushed on both sides. Able to take out Holly with a quick headshot from the Bren gun, but is being pushed right now and gets taken out by Quake, but Braha taken out Quake, but Walk is right there. First really needs to push in and wipe the rest of First off, but First is able to get in there and is going to get the spawns, and now Alpha Bravo is in control by First, but TFR has pushed back into Bravo and is in there. Ganja does get the spawn off and waits for more people to get in, and now they're going to come back in, and he is on the side. I love how spectator mode is so spot on with where they're aiming. It's wonderful. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. TFR back in control of Charlie Bravo. First, trying to push in on the left-hand side through the smokes. And looks like they're going to be able to, with superior numbers, push in. And TFR does not have anybody on the flank getting to Alpha currently. So Alpha Bravo in control by First. They need to spread out and not let Elmo. They do realize that Elmo is headed that way, however, because this is the spawn side for TFR. They do realize that people are going to be going back for that Alpha hold, and they are trying to stem the tide, but they're going to get, Holly's going to get pushed by 3 at the same time and gets quickly taken out by Elmo. But it is going to be a quick switch for the points. Ganja is in the back of the carrier truck, and it looks like Quake threw some incendiary on him and took him out that way. Alpha now uncontested by anybody. Nobody's on there because it looks like TFR left before they had actually captured the point fully, but they're quickly remedying that mistake with D.R.E.A.M on the point, hanging out right by the ammo crate, which is a very common spot for somebody to hang out and hide, as it is in a very dark spot. And First tries to push back in, and now full squad of TFR at Alpha, and Big is going to get pushed and taken out quickly. And there was a mini push that tried to happen over at Charlie, but that was not to be had. And now it is TFR in control of Alpha Charlie. First trying to push back out just to Alpha, it looks like. D.R.E.A.M, Ghost, and Elmo and NSK on the side are all going to be pushing, but now First has the advantage of coming from their spawn side. Quake gets quickly taken down by D.R.E.A.M and Stro on the flank, however, of Ganja and D.R.E.A.M. Walk is on the backside, taking shots and using the STG, and set a dynamite trap that probably just gave Stro that kill on Ganja. And D.R.E.A.M trying to push through smoke and is laying down and does get taken, but D.R.E.A.M coming up from behind him and is not able to take him out, but is quickly on his side and does take him down. However, First has pushed back from Bravo to Alpha, pushing OG and Ghost. So now First is in control of Alpha Bravo, but they did not leave anybody to hold on to Bravo. They did a full commit to Charlie, so Quake is going to be able to get in there and start the cap. That's something fairly often seen, is nobody being left on a point to hold it, and then people just rotating right around, but it seemed like their tactic did work. Walk had set some dynamite traps, but he's going to get pushed from either side and quickly taken out. So now First is going to hold Alpha Charlie, and now TFR, again, going to be uncontested, pushing to Alpha if they can get there. First is trying to push back into Bravo. They could get this triple cap going, but D.R.E.A.M is on the return to Alpha, and people need to realize you got to leave somebody to hold a flag. If you leave it abandoned, the other team will go there. And the push into Bravo is not going to happen for first. They were taken down, and now with Danimal there, he is going to be pushed by 2 first, and even more as they're able to get the spawns off. So not the terrible thing that could have happened for first of the triple, but now they are being pushed by NSK, and NSK go for the quick revive, not throwing smoke, getting smoked himself. First, on the right-hand side of Bravo, trying to push in. They do have good cover over there, but they're facing a superior number of people from TFR in the Bravo point, and now First has again committed everybody to Bravo, and this is going to allow a full squad of TFR to push back in. But Braha is back there and takes out one, but gets flanked, and now TFR is going to be able to push back into Alpha, but not so fast. First is successful in maybe. No, TFR is successfully able to hold Bravo. That was pivotal for them to be able to do that if they want to hold on to this match. And it looks like this is going to be a tough one for First to come back from, as they have to start all the way back from Spawn and Charlie. And now TFR is getting in their setup spots to hold down lanes. Quake holding back, not knowing that First has been completely wiped off of the flags, and First now doing a huge right push into the trolley area and the cafe area, and TFR is in there responding to them. First is trying to push down this middle alley, which can become very choke pointy if you're not able to win your gun battles in smoke, which they are doing right now. However, they are not going to be able to hold this one out, as TFR it gets into their spots and is able to hold and just out-rotated First for this last match of the evening. First trying to make that last push into Bravo. They need to get in there and not lose anybody, but it looks like this one is going to go the way of TFR, and it does. So, Lofton was the burn map, but that is the end of it. Thank you all so much for coming out to this T8 match for the Dream League versus TFR versus First. TFR is victorious. So, that one is going to be reported in the Discord, and that is happening probably right now. But we will be having some more action coming up here at 9 o'clock, as 30th will be taking on Murder Inc. in their first match of the Dream League. So come on back and tune in for that if you want to see some first-person perspective of me and my guys playing against. Everybody have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time.